What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Zach Zeiler, and we are checking in for a brand new installment here. Admittedly, this was nothing crazy, nothing short of a bad workout, to be completely honest with you guys, but I do feel like it's important to show you the footage that I take, and I do want to start filming a lot more often and seeing if the footage is good enough for YouTube, because I really don't upload that often, especially nowadays. I just find it's easier to upload like really well edited videos that take quite a few days to edit, and after I get like proper footage to throw together before I actually throw the video onto YouTube. I don't know. Doing these raw workouts, it really is like a lot easier. It's not hard for me to do these videos. It's just I want you guys to give me feedback as to whether or not you respect that kind of a grind, alongside my regular uploads, where I set out to basically motivate, inform, and things like this. But this is like a raw footage type deal. I had went to the gym way earlier in the morning. Like, this is a morning workout, and I had already went earlier in the middle of the night before this. And so I woke up in the morning, and I kind of forced myself to go in a way. Like, I'm trying to get back into a really good state in terms of the gym and stuff. Like, I am in a very good state right now. Like, I feel like I'm the biggest I've been ever. I have not weighed myself. I say that, it's stupid. Like I just said, I feel like I'm the biggest ever, but this past weekend, I did not do a very good job in terms of my eating habits whatsoever. So I'm probably not as full as what I could be right now. However, I wanted to show you guys footage of me basically going through the motions, and trying to keep my concentration, trying to keep some sort of engagement in terms of my workout and stuff. So I'm back to doing like different styled sessions. Like it's hard to do different exercises and stuff when you're limited in terms of your equipment, when you're going to the same gym day in and day out and everything. So really you have to alternate so many different things, going back to periodization and everything, changing your reps, your sets and stuff. There's so many things that you've got to do. And so I went back to a workout that I had written down in my phone from like literally 3 years ago, starting with like a typical T-bar row, going into a shrug, because of course you're using so much trap involvement from the mid to upper trapezius region when you're doing those T-bar rows, that doing some shrugs will further that engagement. And then going into these rows, it kicked my ass a little bit. Like, you can kind of see it. I look so dead tired throughout this whole session. I seem so unthrilled and uninvolved in what I'm doing, but I did have a decent enough workout. Like, I backed off on the weight, I backed off on the reps, not specifically with this right here. Like, I didn't have impeccable form or anything, but later in the workout, I did back off and focus on the contraction, focus on the mental to muscle connection between what it is that I'm doing. And I find like that is the most important thing for me to really focus on with my back, and increasing my back like density and my thickness and my width. I have to train my back extremely heavy, and it's a weak point. The only way I've been able to get my back to grow is with like sets and sets and sets of 500-pound deadlifts, sets of T-bar rows where I'm just throwing around 6, 7, 8 plates, where I do really heavy shrugs. I do the whole stack on lat pull downs and stuff. That seems to be the only way that I can get my back to grow. And it's a very hard thing to explain, but it sucks knowing that, because when I go into the gym and I'm feeling sluggish and stuff, it's not that easy to grab the 125-pound dumbbell for one arm rows and stuff like that. It's hard to throw heavy weight around when you're not feeling up to par. And knowing that my back is something that I really want to improve on. I want to have like a very proportionate back, aesthetic back, and the best that I can get right now. I'm in a stage right now where I am trying to max out. I'm trying to completely max out my potential going into these next few weeks. I'm trying to get to a point where it's like, you know what, it's not even worth trying to go any further at this point, because of obvious, other steps that I can be taking. So that's where I'm at right now. Like my back training, leg training and stuff, I'm hitting PRs with that mentality. And I don't know, it's cool because with this type of thinking and this excitement that I have right now, I'm starting to break through different barriers to where I almost feel like I'm growing again. And that's like an awesome thing, because after 8 years of training, you get really like depressed at times, in a way, I guess is how I would put it. Knowing that you've trained for 8 years, you continue to go 7 days a week, and your gains are so minuscule because you're reaching your genetic potential, your maxed out natural limit. And that's what I'm excited for, is like seeing these PRs come through and working towards building a classic physique in the next few years. So that's all I really wanted to talk about in this video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Peace out. Bye.